I know you saw that PS5 reveal. That was clean. I won't lie. The console itself looks a little weird, if you ask me, but the whole event is pretty dope, man. Demon Souls looks amazing, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about Spider-Man Miles Morales. And as dope as this game looks, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I personally don't think it's Spider-Man 2. And here's a few reasons why. My first point is there's still too much left for Peter to do, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? The Goblin still isn't here yet. Venom still isn't here yet. We got teased to it at the end of the last game, and I don't see Insomniac switching the mantle from Peter completely over to Miles without Peter having some type of resolution with Harry, right? Because we know that their relationship stopped because Harry had to leave town. Without Peter having some type of conflict directly, right, with Mr. Osborn, because we know that nigga as mayor was on some straight bullshit, and especially at the end of the last game with everything that happened with Otto, we know this man's gonna be on one. Okay, so Peter still has some stuff to do. I don't see him dying and leaving the mantle fully for Miles until he takes care of those two. Another reason I'm not fully convinced that this is Spider-Man 2 is just by how little they showed us in this trailer. I get it, it's a teaser trailer and there's going to be more to come, but they really didn't give us anything, especially from Peter besides the one sentence, like the one-off sentence that he had. So I personally think they're trying to hide as much as possible until you actually play the game, and once you play the game, you'll realize that Peter is either retired, Peter is either trying to take up what Otto left off, right? And just focus mainly on science, technology, benefiting the world, right? Or Peter's just too busy smashing MJ. It's one of those things. I don't see him being completely dead, not yet. Especially not for what I personally think is just going to be definitely a full game, but like almost a side quest where it's just focused mainly on Miles becoming Spider-Man and trying to figure out his own way. Another reason I don't think this is the Spider-Man 2 that we've been looking and waiting for. Insomniac is not dumb. Spider-Man PS4 was such an amazing game with such a really good and intricate storyline that I think took months to like a year or two to figure out. I don't think they've had enough time to properly storyboard a completely new sequel that delivers and betters what the first game delivered. So I personally think they're just gonna keep it Miles Morales focused while Peter's just off doing his thing, right? And then they come back in a year or two with the real Spider-Man sequel, right? Fully planned out, fully flushed out, and that's when they pass it over to Miles. But no, this game looks amazing, honest to God. You can tell some time has passed too, just because it clearly looks like it's in a winter setting. The first Spider-Man game looked like it was summer New York, right? This looks like it's just rock the bells, Christmas time this year. Miles Morales has come. Also, some time has passed because Miles went from this haircut to having actual fade. I don't know who did it for him. Maybe Peter did, maybe Miles gave it to himself, but it's about time they got my boy's hair right. I'm excited for this game. I know you guys are too. Let me know what you thought of the trailer. Also, let me know if you think it is Spider-Man 2, or if it's not, tell me why. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you have a good weekend.